Hi! And welcome to today's immunity challenge. First things first, Chun-Li, Eric, and Jay are all back from reward, and Chris has returned from Exile Island. Now that the 9 of them are gathered, I'm going to collect the immunity necklace from Rain.
Yo guys, what's up? Hey!
Oh, there he is. Once again, immunity back up for grabs. For today's immunity challenge, all 9 of the contestants will be balancing on this blue strand right here. And you hold on for as long as you can. It's an endurance test. Once you fall off the strand, you are out. The last plushie standing, staying on the strand, wins immunity, guaranteed a 1 in 8 shot at winning this game and the $1 million that goes with it. Losers, Tribal Council tonight, where the 8th person will be eliminated and will become the first member of our jury. So even though you will still be eliminated and unable to win, you will get a say in who does win on day 39.
Oh yeah, the jury. Yeah, it starts now.
We'll randomly draw for spots and yeah, let's get started.
Alright, contestants are set. Whoa. Ah. Ugh.
The challenge is officially on.
We've already got some adjustments. Ah! Goldie almost falling off right away. Ah! Eric holding the line taunt, almost touching the ground already. Ah! Shadow having to adjust some. But he hangs on. Superior with an interesting strategy and grappling onto the chair. But that must be really hurting his tail.
Just a little bit.
Everyone bunched up right now, but looking good.
Goldie, no!
Goldie, the first one eliminated. Take a seat over there.
Sorry, Beth, I just couldn't do it.
With Goldie's elimination, Beth actually has some more room to move now. Chris slips, but grapples his own leg. Interesting strategy. Oh no! Superior slips off. Apparently we got some wind, but Shadow holds on.
Well, good luck to all of you.
Notice how quickly this challenge can change. We're down to 7. We got some adjustments from both Rainer and Eric, neither refusing to go down. Beth is out. After 14 minutes, our 3rd elimination. Oh. Another gush of wind. Whoa. Nice readjustment again by Shadow. He saved it a couple times. Oh, dang it! And a slip off from Chun-Li. Dang, I could have held on longer. Chun-Li slips off and we are down to 5. Rainer showing signs of struggle. Holding on by a paw. I can't do it. Rainer's out. Long time too, he stayed on. We are down to the final 4. Eric, Chris, Jay, and Shadow. I don't know about you guys, but to me Chris looks pretty exhausted after being on Exile Island for 2 days. Hooks himself again.
Come on.
Eric trying the same strategy as Chris was. Uh-oh. Chris bumps into Eric. They're both dangling by a thread. Chris lets go, but Eric stays on. Chris, finally eliminated. Good job, Chris. You gave it your best shot. We are down to the final 3 now. Jay's been pretty solid all challenge. Getting constant adjustments from Shadow, however. Eric continuing to hug and dangle by a thread over the ground. Jay adjusting a lot, and it's really throwing Shadow off balance. Oh, no! Shadow is out.
Good try, Shadow.
Yes, good job. We are now down to the final two. Jay and Eric. One of them will win immunity. Hey, Jay. Want to talk things out? Talk things out about what? Come on. Why waste our time? You know you're not going home.
Yeah, well, you know you're not going home, so if you're asking me to step down, think again.
Ooh. Son of a gun. Jay trying to balance his whole body on the pole. Swaying a lot. We got ourselves a duel, both of them adjusting a lot. Eric's been adjusting all game, but refuses to go down. Jay swinging a lot. Oh, his legs are off. Adjusting again. Jay upside down. Is this it?
Jay falls off. Eric wins immunity.
Jay, you are a warrior. You're not so bad yourself.
Congratulations, Eric. Good job.
Congrats.
Well-fought battle between Jay and Eric, but Eric comes out victorious. Congratulations, this is yours.
The immunity necklace. Oh, yeah!
Alright, Eric cannot be voted out tonight, but everyone else is very vulnerable indeed. Who will go home? Give you guys the afternoon to figure it out, and I'll see you tonight.
Congratulations, Eric. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you did a good job.
I'm happy I got the immunity win today. It feels great. But now it's time to start making the bigger moves. So, time to put the plan into action to get who I need to get out tonight. So, are we all good on the plan to get rid of Chris tonight? As long as he doesn't have the idol, it should be easy peasy, right?
Yeah. And hey, don't worry, I've talked to Goldie all day. She is 100% on board with us.
You go confirm that just to be safe.
I will, don't you worry.
Eric and Chun-Li are trying to rally everyone to vote for Chris.
But I don't see the benefit in getting rid of Chris. So, it's time for me to try to make a counter strategy.
Hey guys, what's up?
While I was on reward, Eric told me that he wants me to vote for you, Chris. They're voting for me?
Yeah, that's what the girls said too, but maybe, just maybe, we can convince some people to turn against the girls.
The girls?
Those two were so tight, you have no idea what happened last night.
If I can convince Superior, but that's only 4 people.
Shadow, we gotta talk to Shadow. He's the only window we've got. I'll go do it.
Right away, I'm informed that I'm the one getting targeted tonight. I'm so scared. But I know I shouldn't be because I've got my immunity idol, but I would hate to use it right away. So I'm hoping that we can turn the tide and try to turn this game back around. So are you still good on getting rid of Chris? I wasn't joking around when I talked to you last night. We just have to keep quiet. Lay low with this deal if it's going to work. But for tonight, I'm down with going with you guys. Alright, that's all we need. It's pretty much decided that Chris is gonna go. We have a majority, but I don't know if Superior should be informed or not. You know, I have to give a little credit where it's due that Superior did kind of help me out with the last tribal council and getting rid of Streak. A little bit. So maybe he does deserve the right to know. Superior, it's majority vote. Everyone's voting for Chris. And I just wanted to let you know that. You do realize that it's because of Chris that I'm still here, right? I'm just telling you where the numbers are going. And that's where you're going, right? I mean, yeah, that's just what everyone's been saying. Well, thanks for the update. Yeah. I can't believe how quick Goldie was to just betray everybody. She has a lot more power than she realizes, and she just decided to throw it out the door and stick with the other group. Ooh, that makes me really angry. I can't believe how quick Goldie was to just turn on us. You know, she's been talking to Beth nonstop, and she just comes up to me and says, well, it's where everyone's going, so I'm voting for Chris. Goldie was so quick to want to get Streak out, this doesn't surprise me. Chris, I want you to know that I'm going to do my best to try to save you. You know, you saved me on day 18. I owe you this favor. It's gonna rely on Shadow, isn't it? A little bit. It seems like Superior's really gonna try to keep me around longer, but it's not gonna be enough. Right now, Shadow is the open window, it seems. So, it's this guy who I've known for only a few days. My fate rests in his hands. When I look at the two girls, and after what we heard, Shadow, this should be a clear-cut vote. Yeah, Rainer, I've been thinking about that, and I don't know if it's the best move right now. Wait, you can't be serious. You heard Beth say that you are whatever. Beth is one voice. I've dealt with Beth for 24 days. And you don't think that she's going to try to take you out? Goldie has already moved up on the food chain with her. Hey guys, I can't help but join in on this. What's up? Look what you're asking me to do. Look at what you're willing to give up. Ever since last night, my mind has been running constantly. And it would be so good for me to make this kind of move and to take out one of the girls. Here's the catch. If I do this, then I would be betraying Eric. And I don't want to, you know, treat this like a backstab, because this isn't what this is supposed to be. But Eric would not be inclined to turn on the girls. And I know that he promised me final 3. So turning on Eric now... Were you on the bottom on the Otari tribe? What makes you think that? You're the last dog standing. I don't think you want to be in that place anymore. It is so easy to give in and say yes to you guys. I want to more than anything. But if I do, I don't know what's going to happen once we get back here. Just do what you think's best. Yeah, but voting for me would not be the ideal choice. For me, of course. What were you guys talking about? They were just wanting to know where my head's at for tonight. You're still good on voting for Chris, right? Whenever you go, I kind of get the feeling that something's puzzled in that brain of yours. This whole game's puzzling, Eric. That's all there is to it. Betraying Eric would kill me. He is the one person who's been so nice to me. And to vote off one of the girls would be voting against him. He has been the campaigner for getting out Chris. And I don't want to hurt him. My decision will be made at Tribal. Tribal Council. So last Tribal Council was pretty insane. Chun-Li, what's happened since then?
It's been an evolution of the game, Sky. We've been growing, we've been getting tougher, we've been thinking harder. The game is on full speed right now, and it's a flat-out race to the finish line.
It would seem to me that Streak's elimination left a big impact and was a major deal. And I don't think it's a secret for me to say that you, Goldie, were a big factor in his vote-off.
I think that's fair. You know, I think Streak was a big threat, and I think I was a big factor in getting him sent home. So, I got very mixed reactions when we got back to camp. At least I felt mixed vibes. But I stuck with my decision, and I'm frankly proud of it.
Let's talk about Exile Island for a minute. We have a new idol in play since Shadow played his the last tribal. Chris could potentially have it. Eric, do you think that Chris could have the idol? And if so, how do you think that's going to influence the course of the game?
I mean, having an idol at the merge is huge. I mean, imagine if Shadow was voted for at last tribal council, you know? But in regards to does Chris have the new one, I'll let my vote speak for itself.
Wow. So Rainer, it sounds like to me that last tribal council was a big statement for where the 9 of you really lie.
We all kind of know where everyone's heads are at, even if not a lot of words are being spoken. I know that I wasn't one of the people to vote for Streak, and some of these people haven't been talking to me, so I'm kind of nervous tonight.
You think you're nervous? I was on Exile Island for 2 days. Today was the first day since, right after Tribal, where I actually got to interact with some of these people and say my piece. So, I'm very worried tonight.
As you guys are fully aware, tonight starts the jury phase of the game, which means when you're voted out, you're still out of the game, but you will have a say in who does win the game on day 39, aka 15 days from now. Beth, how is the jury portion going to affect the game's vote-off eliminations later?
I mean, now that we have a jury, and the people we vote off are going to have a say in who wins, it's a huge shift. It means that you can't just vote someone off because you dislike them. You have to vote off people who you think could still reward you in the finals. So it's a huge influence on the way we vote.
Eric, with everything in consideration, last tribal, the jury, all these different kind of factors, how are you going to vote tonight knowing that you specifically are safe?
I've got to look at who is the biggest threat, because there's more than one way to define a threat in a game like Survivor. But tonight, I gotta vote off someone who I think could win some jurors in the finals. Because, if we get people to the end of the game who are really liked or just flat out good at building relationships, then they're going to clobber everybody in the finals. So, we gotta get rid of those people and even the playing field as soon as possible.
Shadow, I see you nodding your head along with that. Do you agree with Eric?
Yeah, I do agree with him. I think if you're going to get to the end of this game, you have to be sitting next to people who you think you have a shot at beating, and putting people on the jury who you think will respect your decisions enough to reward you $1 million. And if I'm going to be sitting in the finals next to people I really think are good people, then what chances do I really have?
Well, enough talk. Let's get to the vote. Eric has immunity. Eric cannot be voted out. Everybody else is fair game. Let's see what happens. Beth, start us off.
I'm voting for you for one reason. You are too good at this game.
I still don't know if I'm gonna play my immunity idol.
This is what happens when you mess with the dog pack.
will now go tally the votes. Now, if anybody has the hidden immunity idol and they want to play it, now would be the time to do it. No idol. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. The first vote, Chris. Chris. That's 2 votes, Chris. Goldie. Chris. Chris. That's 4 votes, Chris. 1 vote, Goldie. Goldie. That's 4 votes, Chris. 2 votes, Goldie. Goldie. That's 3 votes, Goldie. Goldie. We are tied. 4 votes, Chris. 4 votes, Goldie. 1 vote left. 8th person voted out, and the first member of our jury. Goldie.
Wow. Good blindside, guys. Good blindside. What the f?
Goldie, I'm afraid I need you to come up here with me.
Goldie, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Well, fight hard and play hard, guys. See you later. What the... What?
Well, it would appear that you guys just did it again. Another blindside. The question is now, once again, will tonight's vote alter the course of the game? Or not?
Wow, they sure got me good. I didn't expect this at all. I guess if I had to go out some way, then it would be with a blindside. It means that everyone that's left in the game is playing hard. This has been an amazing experience. And hey, even though I didn't get to the win, I still got to the jury, so that's good. I'm really curious how this game's gonna turn out. I have no idea who's gonna win it. And maybe that's the best part about it, is that I don't know. So, whew, I'm excited to see how this game's gonna finish.